Hello everybody. So I've been trying to just do work on this once a day and do a different kind of video later in the day, but I'm at the end and I just want to finish it. So what I want to do is, where is the template? I should have gathered this before, but I really thought it would be right here. Oh, it is. I wanted to look at mats and layers, and they don't have any for this one. And for the lid, they only have for the top. So what that means is we're going to have to make our own mats and layers. So, which surprises me for this one, but I'm just going to make my own. They don't want to give it to me. I'll do it myself. I am not waiting on them. I think the box can be the same as this, don't you? Or we could do like the red stripes if we wanted it different. Okay. The red stripes. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I'm liking that difference in there. So what I'm going to do is come in here. I'm going to line these up. Let me grab my thing. Or you could just measure them and cut them with your paper trimmer. Just measure the sides and trim it up. There's the square. And I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut the square out. Okay. So I've got the square. And if I hold it up here, it gives me an idea of how big it is. So I'm thinking, you know, I don't want to trim it too much off. And I'm going to want it right about there. So really that's pretty short trim. It's a pretty small trim. And I don't know if that was straight. Now that looks pretty good to me. Right there. So now I can use this one on these to make the other ones. And that's all I'm going to do. Just trace out 4 of them. Oops. So only need 3. So 1 more. All right. Now I can come in. very, very happy with that. Okay. Okay. And the fourth one. This one's quite a bit smaller. It's probably the original one because the other ones, you know, I traced it. So the other ones would have been a little bit bigger. So you can certainly tell. Maybe you should have just done the fourth one too. Okay, what I'm going to do is, because this has to dry, I'm going to go ahead and put it in here now. It's decorated. I'm not decorating the inside of the box because this is where you're going to have something, right? Whatever you decide you want to gift to whoever you're making this for. So, just want it to be pretty much centered, and that looks pretty centered to me. So now I'm gonna let it be. Now I could leave these white because I used white paper to make the box, so, but I'm not leaving it white. Obviously I'm not leaving it white. So, question is, what do I want to use on the lid? So this one, let's see. I probably want to use this floral. You know, I might use this floral on both of these. On the tops. But I'm thinking the sides, I might go with the stripe. So to do that, I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to trace one of the sides of the small one. I want to go up and down. I want to stay vertical with my stripes. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go up against the straight edge here. And I'm going to start in the corner. There we go. Start in the corner. Straight edge. Okay. Here's one. And I'm just going to fit it the same way I did the box sides. See, it's just a little too big. Not bad. So I'll just take and cut this stripe off here. Now I'm going to check it out. So that's almost just too perfect. And so when I trace this, it would be a little too close to, because it's going to be a little bit bigger like we've seen there, right? So that would make it just a little too close to, yeah, still a little bit needs to come off. This. Just really need to make it short that trace, you know? So, wow, like I'm really liking this size right now. I'm afraid I'm gonna cut it down too much. But let me, because it needs to be just a little bit smaller than the size I want it to be. So that the trace point where I cut, so that works. I could still make it a little bit, but I'm gonna leave it now because I'm gonna end up making it too small, right? It happens, it happens, it happens. Okay. And it looks like I actually did trim off quite a bit. Okay. So I would assume that you realize if you have a paper trimmer, you're really gonna just kind of measure it and cut it with the paper trimmer. This is more kind of for people that are not using a paper trimmer for whatever reason. Some people are not good at measuring them. You know, I really did want to go for, let me cut this without a line. This doesn't look long enough. Yeah. I'm going to take this, and it's just tracing to get it the right size. Huh. What did I do? That one's real short. It's very much, I'm just going to go over just very slim trim. Very slim. Just to take away the trace. It made it bigger actually, right? Because at the trace point, so this is actually smaller. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's such a small amount, it doesn't even show on this one. It's this one I used to trace that's kind of a little smaller, but that's okay. It's not enough that's really noticeable. Okay. So, I don't think the lines are... I'll show you. What I'm doing right now is coming over here and putting this on. I'm not trying to line up lines or anything. If I don't know if it's possible to do it or not. If you turned the thing, that's not lined up at all. That won't line up either. So no, it's not possible. Not possible. Not with mine anyways. You could work on yours if you wanted to do that. Okay, so for the top I want this. And what I did is for the back of this, did I use this? Yeah, I did. So I'm gonna do this for the back, for the bottom of the, or the top. So again, I'm gonna bring in my template, and this is the one you're gonna use your template the most on probably. And I'm just gonna line everything up. Line that up. I don't see where I put my scoring tool in. It's probably under the paper or something somewhere. So I'm just gonna grab a different one. And here's the thing you gotta realize at this point, that I'm gonna have to trim this again too. It's gonna have to be trimmed. Because I'm using the template. And the template is obviously, I can tuck. the template is obviously more on the larger side of where it is. So, yeah, just that little tiny bit made a difference. And it works. Just that little bit you took off to try to straighten it. I didn't think it was going to be enough, but it was. All right. So, now, I have that. I am not going to do another layer of this. This is going to be the decorative top. So this stuff here. So is that the top I want here? Nope. I do not want the stripes. I know that. So I'm good with that. I'm not getting stripes. Is this ever going to fit there? No. So I can get... I'm just going to do it. Let me show you. Okay, so that will go there. It's going to have to be trimmed down, but I'm going to trim it down. I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. So I'll go ahead and come here. Look at that. Do you know what I didn't do? I'm doing this background. Okay. Not stripes. I was going to say I didn't make sure my stripes were up the right way, but I'm not doing stripes. Okay. All right. Okay, one more. We're almost there. Okay. And I might just go ahead and this is going to be okay. It might be a little bit wider than they should be. That one seemed just a little tiny bit too wide. What I'm doing is putting it a little too wide. It goes to the, that one I didn't. It should go to the bottom so I can come in and trim it off. That's what I'm thinking. So I signed up for the Anna Griffin Crop at Home. Just leave a comment. Do you scrapbook or not? And do you like the Anna Griffin at Home stuff? Have you ever been? How many times have you been? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Give me some feedback on it. I've never been to one of the crops. I've been to 3 of the creates. One thing I can say is the box sizes are smaller. You are not getting as much as you used to get. But she hadn't really raised prices. So I can see, I don't know that she could. I think she would lose. I think it's very smart of her not to raise prices and to shrink the stuff down. It's better. Because I really don't know that she could go higher than that and still have people come. I really, you know, I don't know. I just don't think that it's plausible to make that money like that, make that much. It just depends how much she would go up. I mean, people expect to pay more when prices get higher, but how much more? So remember, I'm going to have to come back and, you know what I should do? No, it's too late now. I got the light on here. I was going to say I should just go ahead and do it here, but it's too late. I'm sticking to that inside line, inside of the line, and maybe it'll come out just nice that way. We'll see. Okay. Just something's off here, so. This was my straight edge, but I think I made my straight edge crooked. I think I made it crooked. if that makes sense. You're probably like, what? By cutting everything at an angle, it gives it an angle. Okay. Now I'm going to do these. I'm going to use the butterfly here, if I can. The butterfly doesn't fit. Let's see, how about this flower here? Okay. You don't have to do that. I just decided to do that. Just decided to do it. But it gives you an idea how you just put your stencil, your template over the picture and cut it out. Cut it, you know, stencil around it and then come in and cut it out, and it's that simple. I like to not have mine completely centered perfect. It just seems easier that way. I could be wrong. I don't know. But and we are almost there. And I ripped that one corner, and I can't believe I ripped that one corner. Oh. So this goes on here. So this has been quite a bit of work. I'm not kidding. Now, if I wasn't doing a video and just sat in one thing, maybe it wouldn't feel so much like so much work. Okay, so there's the inside. This is it, folks. There's the inside. These all come up, and you have this. And then these come. And I would gear it towards trying to have them like this. See, here's the bad thing is, I would want this here, that there, then this one here. Either way, at some point, you're going to get two that want to be together. Here's the outside. Here's the lid. Okay. And we need to make our top part for the lid. And I'm going to choose what I want it to be. I can do the butterfly. I think I am going to do the butterfly. Do I want the pink butterfly or the white butterfly? get the white butterfly on. Now here's a white butterfly with a white rose. That's what I'll do. There we go. Okay, and now I'm going to cut this out. And glue it on, and then we'll do one more opening of it. So I guess really the majority of the time is spent decorating, not so much constructing. So a lot of the videos that I did for this template library, I didn't decorate, I just did the construction because the videos would have been too long. And this is basically 3 of those put together, right? So, anyways. Yeah, it's gonna have to go in like this. All right. So let's move everything out of the way. We're finally done. Finally done. That should be held down with something. I will take it, tip it upside down and put something on the inside to hold it down. But here's what happens when we open the box. And if you use photos, wow, right? You can alter the size if you choose to. There are a lot of things you can do. All right, so this, I'm just going to put this way, and then I'm going to put something a little on the heavy side here. All right, everybody. If you like my videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Bye-bye now.